Hey guys, welcome back. We have decided to join the dark side, and we are playing Spy Walls. Welcome back guys to another Pauper video. We are playing some Spy Walls. However, we're playing something a little different, I would say. This deck came, I think, 9th in a challenge, but I have changed it a little bit based on, obviously, our conversations on the podcast. So if you are interested in what those thoughts are, you can basically check out the podcast of what the list was and all that sort of stuff. But essentially what I'm doing is I am playing Spy Walls, but this is like a Jun Spy Walls with Writhing Chrysalis, which sort of stems back to like original 6-land Spy sort of vibes. However, this is run 5. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to run 4 Writhing Chrysalis, 1 Mountain, and 4 Sagu Wildlands, which can get it. There was a list that also was it the Pauper to the People Con Island event, which ran a Highland Forest or a green-red jewel instead of this, which basically what it does is it stops Sagu Wildland getting it, but it means your land grant and your generous end can get it, but it is then a tap land. However, to mitigate this sort of mountain, we are running 4 Cerulean Caretakers and 3 Tinder Walls, which can obviously sack to make red here. So, we also do have 4 Great Creeper Vines as well. Do not forget to obviously get our mountain. So we do have a lot of ways, and also the 4 Avenging Hunters. So there is quite a lot of ways to just get the mountain out of our deck. That being said, essentially we are playing the Walls package, right? But the reason I really like this list is, so my big problem with Spy Walls is the backup plan sucks, right? So the backup plan of Walls, so if you ain't wallsing into Balustrade Spy, your deck sucks, right? You're just casting Generous Ends and Sagu Wildlands and hoping for the best. Where this has like a much better strategy, right? You've got Writhing Chrysalis backed up with Avenging Hunter to sort of get over the line, along with what you normally have, which is your Generous Ends and your Sagu Wildlands. To me, that is incredibly, like, so much better. Writhing Chrysalis, Avenging Hunter are so much better threats that also help you in your strategy, right? Like, Writhing Chrysalis is just a big dumb guy that also helps you ramp. And then Avenging Hunter pulls a land out your deck, but also gives you the initiative. Like, that's great. So, other than that, it's fairly standard, right? Playing the 8 leads, Wall of Rouge, Tinder Wall, Cerulean Caretaker, Geku Rhino, Overgrown Bombardments. And then we're playing Balustrade Spy, 2 Dread Returns, 2 Lot Lifts, and then the Land Getters, right? Fairly self-explanatory. Sideboard, I have changed a little bit, not massively. There was an extra Scattershot Archer. I've cut one of those for a Mass Vandal. And there was, and that's it, I think, actually. But so essentially, we have 4 Mez Fiends from combo decks. We have 2 Fairy Macabres for the mirror, 4 Annihilators desirable for the aggro matchups, 3 Mass Vandals, as I've touched on for graveyard hit, and then 2 Scattershot Archers for the Fairy Menace flying stuff. Which intrigues me as well, because from a Spyle's perspective, you just don't need any Fairy hit, right? Like, I bought in Mass Vandals for, like, Mono Blue for Moon Circuit. And that is just to take out dead cards, more than I need a board plan for fairies. So that's pretty interesting. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Of course, it is the greatest way to support me. And I will see you guys for round number 1. Hey guys, welcome back to round number 1. We are on the play, and we can't keep this hand. This hand we can keep. It's pretty bad, but we can keep it. And we get a free mulligan of putting back the lot left. That's that. But we do have Caretaker here into Caretaker. Or if we draw a land grant, we can actually go Overgrown Battlements. But this is what I mean, right? So we don't have any spy things going on, but I don't feel like I care, right? Island? Sure. Another Caretaker. You know, 4-spike my Caretaker. I'll be very sad if this gets 4-spiked. Yield to all. So this makes me think they're either Terror or Blue-Black Fair. Most like, my thought is Terror, right? At this moment in time. But we will see. We will see. Green, green. So, the other thing, there's no Quirions in this deck, right? You're just going to pass. I kind of hope you're not to pass. That would be ideal, right? Don't just pass, please. Come on. Okay. I will play another one. What do I want to get countered here? I mean, I'm definitely playing the Overgrown Bombardments, right? And it eats a counter spell. And then they move on with their day. It does not. Okay. That's fine. That I'm much happier with, right? Unless they're gonna sleep it. No, Lottery revealed. Get a island. So they are There could be High Tide, actually. Which that means we probably need a combo, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 mana here is not awful. Yeah, they're probably High Tide, right? No, they're Terra. Okay, that's much better. So we gotta play both of these here, which I'm much happier about. Do I want the black or the red? I probably want the red, right? And I play this first because it's an extra wall. So it's Wind and Wave first. Creature. We hit a forest or land. Green. Red. Nice Delver, brah. Look at that backup plan. Look at that backup plan. The Delver flips right though. Oh no, they're not. Wait, why wouldn't it flip? They brainstormed and then Delvered. They have 5 cards in hand. We have a Generous End, and that is all, which is fine. A Gate Creep. So let's attack. I feel like I just swing them with both. I don't care if they hit me for 6 and they get this counted, right? Do I? Do I care? Don't I care? I feel like for a turn, I can definitely at least attack with both of these. This is 5. Make it 6. 7. Let's play this in case they don't want to play around this being a better card. Which they might. Okay, Creeper Van. Let's get the Swamp. So we've got 1 land left in our deck. Good to know. Like, so these are both bigger than Terra. This is bigger than Terra. They flipped a Sleep, however, that is not good. Sleep the 5/7? Yeah, sure. So 4 cards in hand. Swing for 6. No. Yes. Sure. Are you going to sleep a Writhing Chrysalis here? Not even sleeping a Writhing Chrysalis. Interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like they're on 2. If I attack with everything. Lotleth. What do I do? Do I just swing for 6? As in max pump my guy, swing for 6? That guy then gets... I don't hate that, right? Or I could just attack with both. I'm just going to lose the mana, right? I don't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe should have just played it off that. I don't really care. I swing for 11, put them at 2. And then it forces them to triple answer these. But this is also a card that they have to answer, right? Like, if they have a counterspell, right? Okay, that's fine, but... if they have a counterspell, they would have had a counterspell. Why didn't they counterspell any of this? Obviously, no creatures in the yard, so it's sort of irrelevant, right? It's not like... It's just a 6/5. It's a 7 mana 6/5. We have no players. They want to attack us for 6, that's fine. They can double sleep with the mana, but they can't double sleep with the cards, right? They don't have 3 cards. They don't have 3 cards, but then if they pay mana to put cards in the graveyard, they don't have the mana for double sleep. So they're likely only going to single sleep, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they just need a better hand. Could bring in Fairy Macabre here for sleep. Is literally all we really care about. Cut a Dread Return. Cut a Giant. Bring in 2 Fairy Macabres. And that's only for sleep, right? It's literally the only reason. I don't think I want Mez Fiend. I don't really think I care. Unfortunate mulligan. So this hand's a keep, right? What are we bottom? So land. Is it probably Fairy Macabre? Which is a bit weird, obviously. Think your sideboard card, but your sideboard card's more of a card you want to use like in the mid to late game. Don't pass the turn. Don't pass the turn. Don't just pass the turn. No. Nice. Panic was for nothing. Also, Caretaker was an incredibly good draw here, right? It means we get to go Tinderwall. Generous End. Generous End, get a green source, Tinderwall, or something along them lines, right? We could actually overgrown battlements by sacrificing the Tinderwall or something. Maybe I should have just played Generous End, right? And it meant I could actually overgrown battlements this turn. But I'm going to Generous End here. They know our hand is the problem. This is the biggest problem, anyways. Tinderwall. They might counter this. If they counter this, they have another counter in hand, right? Because they don't know about this Riding Crew. There's nothing this lets us feed. It technically lets us overgrown battlements, but I have to sacrifice the Tinderwall, which I don't want to do. It also technically lets me lead the Stampede, which again is something I don't want to do. But yeah. This is sort of fine. It probably means they have another counterspell in hand. We might be a bit slow. They could play Terror here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mental Note. 5, 6, 7, and then 1 mana for a Terror. They would tap out, but they have another counterspell in hand, right? I can't not play into this, right? I have to get these out their hand. Because the thing is, right, with decks like Familiars and like Flickertron and stuff, you want to amass things so that they are strained on mana that they can't go counterspell, return, counterspell, return, counterspell, like that sort of thing. Where decks like Terra and fairies, you, to an extent, obviously without feeding, fairies a bit different, right? Because you don't want to feed the ninjas for spell stutter. But like decks like Terra, where they only have like 4 to 6 counter spells, you kind of just need to just force through your spells and let them decide. Like, obviously, play them in a way that you... Like, if I had a Gatecreeper Vine, for example, last turn, great example, I'd have cast a Gatecreeper Vine, because if that got countered, I'm not as bothered. But, yeah. That's essentially what it is, right? It's all about, like, making sure that you still want to force through, but not to the point where you lose the game, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to just go, right, okay, I'm not going to play around counterspell at all. Here, what do I want to do? So if I get Mountain, it's for this. If I get Swamp, it's for this. I think I get Swamp, so to play around Spy, but then I play Writhing Chrysalis off this tap land. Off this Caretaker, sorry. I could also, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can Writhing Chrysalis. I could Writhing Chrysalis into Avenging Hunter and a Spy over the next few turns. 17, huh? Holding up a counterspell, 5 cards in hand, I'm assuming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Like, if I cut a land here, then surely we just win the game. What do I know? Tap this. Wall of Roots. 1, 2, 3. So 1 mana off playing Wall of Roots plus this. So if that's the case, do we just... Seems the best use of our mana, right? They're gonna Brainstorm here. It seems odd. Sure. Like, they really want this to flip. Like, they want to force this to flip. 4, 5. So that puts them at 6 mana potentially. I'm surprised that they did just play Devil. They must have, because there's no way you would leave yourself open, right? Deem Inferior. You know, Deem Inferior the Writhing Chrysalis. Does it matter? 3 mana available for our opponent. 3 mana is a lot. I might have to play this Spy out just to hit this Delver. We're on 5. So that's 2, so I do this. Wall of Roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll play Wall of Roots here. And I'm going to Avenge Hunter to get this Mountain. Tap for green. 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets countered. And then I cry. They've used 1, 2, 3 counter spells in their top 20. I really need that land. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Delver. 3 cards in hand for our opponent. 4, 1. Oh wait, I have 5 lands? So that actually wasn't the worst, right? Means I can go for it. Have you got the 4th counter spell? I target myself, right? I still have a land in my deck. So I might not hit anything, but I also can block stuff. So we didn't hit a single thing to go off, which is pretty annoying. And we need this to not. We didn't hit a single lot left or a single no flip. Okay, no we don't. I guess we did, obviously. We've only got 1 and 1, but still. Do I even want Fairy Macabre? Do I just not board? Like there, I don't feel like I bring in Mezfiend, right? I still just don't think it's what we want to be doing. We don't be wasting our turn to do that, then they follow it with a Demon Fear or something, and then can carry on with the turn. This hand seems keepable. With them being... I'm trying to think, right? So with them being on the draw, do we just go Land Grant Sagu for the Mountain, I guess? Or the Swamp? Like, I don't think it really matters, but... Because then the Gatekeeper gets the other one. I think that might be the answer. And that means that we can Overgrown Battlements on 2, right? Before they even get their second land drop down. So who want a Forest? Forest, Sagu. For... I guess we get the Swamp, right? I don't think it really matters. Because the Gatekeeper gets the other one, but also the Ceruli can cast the other one, if that makes sense. But you also want the your things that can get the off-color ones to get the off-color ones as well. Right, so you want Gatekeeper to get the Mountain, and you want the Sagu to get the Swamp, sort of thing. Like that needs to happen, because then you don't lose out on space, like ways to get them, if that makes sense. So we're going to Overrun Battlements here, and then we're going to play both of these. With the Sagu, the Gatekeeper might get a Forest, because we only have 1 land, right? Are they going to Brainstorm here to force it? No. Second land, sure. Delver. Try. That gets a Forest. Gatekeeper, get a Forest. Forest, Caretaker. This taps for 3. Play a Gatekeeper. Do I play a Sagu? I don't think so, right? I actually think I want to keep it. I think I do want to keep the Sagu as a way to cast it, right? Because I want to cast all 3 of these. I'm now going to get the mountain. So I've got 1 land left in my deck, which the Avenging Hunter can get. Yeah, 4. So this is time for 4 next turn, which is pretty good. And I have 4 mana. 5 with this. So sleep's a pretty big one for them to rip, which is also annoying, right? Because they have 2 copies in their entire 75, most likely. Especially with Demon Fear in the deck as well. They're usually on like 3 Dems, 2 of these. And being able to sleep this is incredibly strong for them. Like, it sets us back so much. So hopefully it comes at the cost of not having this 3rd land. So they're probably just going to sleep this. And I also don't need to worry about this, right? Like this getting a land. I definitely don't need to worry about this. So I guess I just play this and play the Sagu. They know both of these, right? Yeah, so there's no harm in me doing this now. Yeah, let's do that. It just shows the 2 Avenger Hunters. It just shows that this card's not on. If they're on a Spell Pierces, that's fine. Because obviously these get it right. I've now just wasted a Spell Pierce for them. I think that's fine. Because if I play Avenging Hunter now, this gets the last forest anyways. This is going to trade here, right? Is the idea. And there's the 2nd sleep. Okay, it's not going to trade here. They're stuck on lands, it seems. Winding there. This is now untapped as well. This is also strong. Let's do this. This makes reds, so it's not the end of the world. I have another Spell Pierce. Okay. I'll pay for it. That's fine. Kind of what I wanted, right? This taps for 4, 2, 3 and a red. So I do this. I can get this Wall of Roots down. Wall of Roots, 3. This taps for red. Writhing Chrysalis. So they know the contents of my hand, right? But that doesn't really matter. They've now got 2 sleeps. Both sleeps are in the bin. Basically. Both sleeps are in the bin. They don't have a 3rd land right now. Now they do. But they can't activate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can tap out for a terror or they can hold up counterspell. But we should... Okay, that's fine. So they're dead. They know we have a spy in hand and they know we have an Avenger Hunter. That's odd. That is an odd line, right? Because now they die. Unless they have a Fairy Macabre. Their last card's a Fairy Macabre. But I don't. So what do I want to do here? Do I just want to go for the lethal with the Balustrade Spy? Do I assume I'm winning the creature game? So it doesn't matter. It is actually quite I know this sounds silly when they're tapped out and they have 1 card in hand and there's only like... So say if they have a Fairy Macabre, I lose the game, right? But if they don't have a Fairy Macabre, I'll win the game. But then if I don't commit to the spy, if I commit to the other stuff, am I winning anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this taps for 5 anyways. So do this, get the extra land. Can I afford to... Can I afford to lead as well? Yes, right? I can lead the Stampede at the same time. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So I can lead here. So I'm going to lead to try and find a Sagu. So I don't want this giant. I'm going to take a spy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we'll tap this for a black. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Balustrade. Leaving a green open to shuffle the Sagu back in if I feel like I need it. Lolith. We will sacrifice this, and go. I know that sounds a bit long-winded, right? But I think it was best to just play around as much as we can. So say if their last card was a Fairy Macabre, even though they're probably not playing it, finding it, when I can find the Sagu for free, I essentially means I get another turn, right? Because I can just play green, Roost Seek, and shuffle it back in, and then I at least get an attack if they did have a Fairy Macabre. So I don't have this, but I do have these. So I can block an Aerial Assault anyways with this and this. They can sleep, that's fine. I then have a 5/4 to represent this, to represent the blocking of this. And then I draw the Sagu, and then I just shuffle it back in again. So then at least I can then carry on with at least what I've got, which is this and this. Right? And that should allow me to take over the game. So, like, this plays around, the Sagu plays around Fairy Macabre quite nicely. Anyways, guys, see you guys for round number 2. Hey guys, welcome back into round number 2. This hand is a bit poo, but it's worth keeping, right? Like, we've got Swamp, Generous End into Overgrown Battlements, which allows us to at least generate some mana to then cast Lead, or get all the lands out of our deck, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're waiting for one wave getting our land out of our deck. Do the end step here. Okay. This is going to be interesting, right? Because I'd like to see how it actually fares against red. Like, our hand's a bit slow, But we have an all-4. Take one. They can kill. If I block this, they can bolt this, which I don't want. Snacker. Doesn't help me understand which it is. This makes me think it's more likely mono red, right? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 mana here. I'm probably not blocking regardless. So do I just Winding Way here? Do I pull a Forest Armor deck and just Winding Way? Or do I lead? I probably just Wind. Do I pull the last land out my deck? I mean, not the last land out my deck, but close to. Second to last. Yes. Let's get the mountain here. Then in worst case, I can just play Riven Chrysalis next turn. 1, 2. Yeah, so I can go Overgrown Battlement, Riven Chrysalis next turn. Seems fine to me. Don't play Gut Snake. Okay. Play it to your heart's content. Are we dead? Probably. Can I stop dying? No. Can I Balustrade Spy? So let's Overgrown Battlement. Riven Chrysalis. Go. You have a turn to kill me with 3 cards in hand. That's basically what we're saying, right? Grab the prize. We take 4 down to 11. Return off, right? Is basically what we're looking at here. Which is slightly annoying. If they can kill us with the cards in hand, which they likely can. We've got 4 cards and a thing that deals 2 every time they cast a spell. Like dies 6, right? So 2 darts are 12. Okay. Does this mean we win? I feel like this means we can win. So I play Tinderwall. That's 3. Yeah, I play Tinderwall here. I think we can just win, right? Just Avenging Hunter Balustrade Spy. 5 mana, get a land out your deck. Okay. Sure. Joe would help. If I actually tap my mana like a normal Balustrade Spy. And I still have 3 mana up as well. Funny. Boop ba doop ba doo doo. Ba doo 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 doo. Ba ba da bum. This is where they just kill us in response. They're just like giving us a sort of false sense of security. 1, 2. Or they go off and then it shows that the 1 damage off is basically what they're gonna do. One or the other. Nope. Okay. Nice. Boo, 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 boo. That felt good. Felt really good. Do we want Riven Chrysalis still? I feel like we do. Do we want Mass Vandal? Potentially. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Avenging Hunter seems free enough, even though I know it was... Is it just Avenging Hunter? Do we shave on the mountain? Probably not, right? Do we shave in a forest? Shave in a land in general? Got a 4? Maybe not. Do we cut a Dread Return and a lot left? That's 6 for them 6. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that. Who'd have thought? Having an 0-4 instead of a 1-1 makes your matchup better against Lightning Bolt deck. Who'd have thought? That felt really good. Like the fact that I knew my 2 mana Dark dude, like my Priest of Titania effect couldn't die was pretty good. Pretty good though. Can't keep this. Also having Riven Chrysalis in your deck makes any deck better, right? That's kind of how it goes. But this is why I like this. I seem to like. I'm drawn to this spy version, this Jund version of Spy Walls, right? If we actually got just straight up Tarmogoyf in Pauper, I'd be up for that. Why not? Do you know what my big problem with Riven Chrysalis is as a card for design philosophy? Is I really hate that they scale off each other. That's the thing that I dislike the most. Like if it was just a generic big dude and it had a stat line, like say if it was a 4 mana 4/5, we bottomed our Mass Vandal here because just based on our hand, we probably weren't spying right. Is the reason. So I'm going to Wall of Roots, and then a Wall of Roots in a Tinderwall. My idea here is to just make as much mana as I possibly can to them Winding Way, or get as many lands out my deck as possibly can to them Winding Way for max effect, and hopefully that Winding Way is that good enough that I'm going to win the game off it. Is the idea. But the Mass Vandal's now shuffled in. Sure. I'll block here. Like this dies to a bolt anyways, so I may as well block. Cool. You gonna waste a bolt in a Tinderwall? No. Okay. Didn't think so. However, every card they have does bolt. So let's pull land out of our deck. They do get a C, but that's fine. I don't really care. Pull land out of our deck. Do we Gate Creeper here? Probably Winding Way, right? With the ability to make 3 more mana if we need to. What else can we do? So we can assume we're not dying. We're on 20 with 3 cards in hand. we can go sack that, make 2 mana, double Gatecreeper Vine. Because I can't play a land this turn, so I could Winding Way here. Let's Wind Away with the potential of 3 mana open here, because I could find an Overgrown Balance. Balustrade Spy, Sagu, Generous. That is interesting, to say the least. Sure. Pass. Let's see what they do here. Sure. My Wind Away's gone. You got me. We also had the we had the Mass Vandal, but no way of... This is also why Mass Vandal's like sort of worse in this deck. I know it sounds weird, but because nothing dies, you're kind of stuck, right? Goodbye Tinderwall, I would assume here. Are they just going straight to my face? Sure. The only thing I can think of is this card must be a Fire Blast, right? Otherwise, why would you do this? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a chance that they lose the game because I have a Tinderwall. So then why do this? Land Grant. Land Grant does something. I can't go off what this is here with 1 mana open, right? Is a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sagu. Yeah, I don't hate. Just play this. Pretty unfortunate that's what we drew, right? But I'm just gonna cast Sagu. Gain 3 life. We can start blocking very well. We can, you know, sort of our general aim here is just to survive. They do have everything. Every spell they cast has a bolt tacked on the end of it, but make us lose our land grant here. Bolt, yep. 1 card in hand without 10. They also have a free draw here with the relic. Like if they're popping the relic, they're either, oh crap, we're dead anyways. They have another one, or they're gonna try and dig for lethal. They didn't tap it either. Oh god. I know it doesn't matter that much, right? But it matters a little bit. Because there's a world here where in like the next couple of turns. How does this work? Like, can I copy this? Kill the gutter snipe? We got 7. Can I copy this? And it works how I want it to, but then they can just copy it and kill us, right? Is another thing they could do. So if I pay 2 red to copy this here, they can just copy it back, right? And deal us another 3, put us to 1 with 1 card in hand. I maybe should have copied that. I don't know. Not a clue. Another Sagu. So that's red. 1, 2, 3. I can't do much else about that. I just gotta hope the whiff, basically. Sort of all I can do. There's another 3. There's another 3 life. So it's not a Fire Blast as well. And then if they're also only 1 spell away, so it can't be a spell, right? As such, could be a grab the prize maybe. But if that's the case, surely you'd pop this. So they drew a Fire Blast. Yeah. I just amassed to nothing, right? Was the problem. I don't know if I need this 3rd Mass Vandal in the deck. Maybe. Like I probably won there if I had a way of getting rid of that. Like what's the cut though? Like a Gatecreeper Vine? I feel like Gatecreeper Vine's not worth cutting. Wall of Roots isn't. Overall Mammons obviously isn't. None of these are. Is it a draw spell? But I feel like when you're 2 mana guys surviving, right, your draw spells aren't the worst. Could be a Gatecreeper Vine. Let's shave on a Gatecreeper Vine. Something along them. Like I say that obviously it felt better there, but we also amassed to nothing, and that was nothing. That wouldn't have changed with any version, right? No lands, so mulligan. This is awkward. We have to mulligan again, right? So we've got land grant. Keep this. Bottom this. Bottom probably the Gatecreeper. Okay. So we'll play Sagu first. Get the mountain maybe. Get the mountain. Play the mountain next turn. Play Wall of Roots. End of turn. Pitch Wall of Roots. Pitch Generous into the Wall of Roots, and then have 3 mana. Wind Away with only 2 lands left in our deck. Go from there. Is the idea. Do we get the swamp or do we get the mountain? We probably get the swamp, I guess, because technically, actually I don't know. I don't know what's correct here in the blind. Maybe I should just be getting end to get forest. That is so much better. Off the top. Grab the prize, pitch a land. Eek, indeed. Writhing was this. Now I wish I got the mountain. Wall of Roots. I guess technically I want to land on my deck first. It's still the same, right? Mayest Vandal. Well, I definitely wish I got the mountain on my deck. Sound. Hard punished. It's like, I don't know. It's an awkward one because you're so in the blind, right? Never punished. Gatecreeper Vine. Give me that mountain. Writhing Chrysalis. Do 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 do. But here we have the problem. They've got to go to snipe, and they're probably just gonna go to town. Where we wanted the swamp because we wanted to find balustrades by. So hopefully we're still a land out, right? Still need a land out of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we get a disciple, we've also seen no sideboard cards in that sense either. Like no disciples. I'm not F6ing in case they try and like randomly end the festivities or something. My Eldrazi spawns, and I'd like to make my 2/3 much bigger than it. They're in the tank, which usually means they're counting, which means they're probably not far off. Okay, take 1 down 19. I'll take like a lead or a wind away, or the forest. I guess sort of works, right? It's not fantastic, but it sort of works. Attack here. I'm assuming they're gonna take it. Play another one. Do I pop this now? I mean, they get a card out of it. I don't just wait. I just think I'll wait. I don't need to play this now, right? So as long as I don't hit this click on the end when they tap it, we're all good. And then I pop this. They're thinking about popping this, right? Like, we're on a lot of life. I probably should have played the Writhing Chrysalis and then attacked. And then just sacked them all. But, who knows? They're really close. They're really close to killing us. They're too much in the tank, right? To not be. They're like debating every card matters, is what I'm thinking here. How it feels to me. Being on the other side of it. Yep. Alright. If I had a Tinderwall there, I'd debate copying it to kill this gutter snipe here. I think they've got us. Fire Blast. Puts us exact. Yep. No sideboard card. No sideboard card, no whiff on the Winding Way. Right? I definitely think this has the same problem, right? It's basically just fluffs around and amasses to nothing. Like, our threat was a Writhing Chrysalis, which is pretty sad, not the Spy. We had an answer if it was Spy, but we didn't have an answer for anything else. Again. And I do feel like that with Spy Elves as well a lot of the time. You either need to go overloading on life gain, but that has other problems. Or you need to overload on draw, and I feel like overloading on draw is probably where this needs to be. But it's hard, right? You don't want to play like You Meet the Tavern on Malevolent Rumble in this deck. Because there we just needed Spy, right? Like, we had Spy there, or we had Mass Vandal last game, we won both games. Pretty unfortunate. See you guys for round number 3. Hey guys, welcome back to round number 3. We're against All Eyes on Me. Usually on Flickertron. What does this mean? We have just a bunch of mana and an Avenging Hunter. That going to be good enough against Flickertron? Potentially. I probably won't land grant for, like, here's my free spell. Because I think the bonus of having Avenging Hunter is actually that. Because I kind of want to go turn 3 here. So I'm going to go a bit awkward, right? I guess it doesn't really matter as long as... Yes, I go... I think I just pass. I think I pass and I generous end. End of 10. I think they're on Flickertron, right? They usually are. Another land here. Tinderwall and pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are also dead, right? I've drew the forest. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. And Avenger. Give me a... I guess technically give me a mountain. It's basically all we're doing. We're just gonna go for Turbo Avenging Hunter and hope that's good enough. Alright, I'm gonna crop rot. Filter to green. Crop rot. Mine. Now I've got 5 mana and an energy refractor. Moment piece probably. So we have to go down the left hand side here. We're forced down this route because we can't give them time. Unfortunately. Which is pretty sad. Oh my god, come on. Like, literally, I'm trying to execute my very, very slim chance to win this game. And my deck's like, no, you are not allowed to do that. You must die. Here's land grants. Sure, take 7 here. Fuck me. Go out quite nicely. Whee! I will happily discard a land grant here. Turn a blue. Ghostly Flicker, get some card advantage. Discard a land grant. No Balustrade Spy here is pretty bad though. Murmuring of Mystics. Sure. Trap you. Trappity, trap. Get down to 8. Draw. Generous end. So here I'm going to attack for 7. See what happens. I'm assuming they don't want to go. They might go a 1. In fact, they might. I don't really see why they wouldn't actually. They got 1. We're going to go Writhing Chrysalis here, because this blocks against all the birds. And then I'm going to tap this for green, sack this for green. And my idea here is that they don't cast multiple spells that I can block the birds. Don't cast 2 spells, please. Sure, there's a bird. Because that's all they need to do is cast 2 spells, right? Is kind of what they're doing. Yep, in a crop rot. It's annoying. I didn't have the mana to do both reaches, right? Is the problem. So they get to take the initiative here, get a basic. Block 1. They are still on 1, but they do have life gain. They have pulse. They get a basic here. They can Moment Piece is probably their idea, even though they know we have another Avenging Hunter island. They're probably going to try and teach-ins for a moment. Mnemonic Wall, sure. Or try and do that so they don't take any damage for a Ghostly Flicker. Okay. Moment's Piece here would be pretty bad. Wall of 4, so this blocks this. Sure. Can't do anything about that one. So I've got two walls. So I tap this for... Can I win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's sack this. All Eyes on Me says, I have no idea what I'm facing. I don't know if I should fear Spy or if you're just an aggro deck. All walls combo. Funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do this to take the initiative back. The problem is I can't defend it, right? Because I attacked. I maybe should have just attacked with this. This doesn't also get the black out of that deck. I'm doing this to draw a card. To try and draw Spy. We drew a Dread Return. This get black. 1, 3 mana available here. This is awkward. Let's pass. I could have Sagued there for a black, but I don't think I'm going to Ghostly Flicker, then Mnemonic Wall and the Prism. Gain some value. Bring back the Ghostly Flicker. 3 mana, draw 2. But 1 card is always a Ghostly Flicker. Fly for 3. Sure. I just need a Throne, right? That's kind of basically it. I need a Throne, and I need a Throne into either a Giant. Yep. And you Ephemera, bring back the Moments Piece. Sure. So to have Moments Piece on lock is what it is. Have another Avenger Hunter, so that's pretty good. So let's attack. So I'm going to Sagu as well. Let's attack like this. This forces them to Moments Piece. They have 6 mana still available though. This is tough. Then let's cast Rootseek here for a black source. Tap this for 3, 4, 5. Avenger Hunter. Balustrade. 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 Oh, right. So then let's spy. Spy ourselves. Can we win with another Dreadrip? We can, right? Because we can 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So then we go Dread Return. Sacrificing what? Dread Return. Target Lotless. Doing what exactly? This, and this. So they have a counter spell here. Is it an Unwind? Unwind would be the worst, right? They're 1 of Unwind. Ghostly Flicker. For Mnemonic Wall, Prism. Oh, they're gonna hit Bog? Okay. Yeah, they crop rot for a Bog. What was my 10? How am I supposed to know what my 10 is here? So they get a crop rot, right? Is that what they've done? Yeah, crop rot for a Bog. Okay. I feel like I might as well make them. I don't know if there's a way around what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what my 10 is. This is my problem. Oh, my 10 is not right. So we had... No, that's Spy. Reveals 10 cards. So we had Wind and Wear, Lead the Stampede, Balustrade Spy, Writhing Chrysalis, Gatecreeper Vine, Avenging Hunter, Gatecreeper Vine, Balustrade Spy. Maybe I'm supposed to... But I have too many birds. That's the problem. I have too many birds. I don't know. I think maybe Avenging Hunter was a leading line. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting line there. It was really awkward for the position that we were in, though. Anyways, I don't know. It's tough, right? Because they have the Mezfiend online so early. Like, am I supposed to bring in Mass Vandals as well? And am I supposed to bring in Fairy Macabres? That seems like a lot. Like 9 cards. Like, these 5. Definitely. Put this 6. So that's 6. So it's definitely the Mezfiends. Maybe not all of these. And then what? Tinderwall. I don't even know, man. Wall of Roots, maybe? So sad. I messaged All Eyes on Me mentioning that I'm just doing the talking through obviously the lines there for the video, but and then we're like, oh, what's the channel? So sad. We shout them out every time. Shout them out every time on the podcast, but you know it's all right. It's all right. We know. Understand. That was a mulligan because we didn't have any players. It's a mulligan join the lands. Keep, unfortunately, but not thrilled. Again, I kind of want my carb gone, but maybe it's Vandal. It's probably Vandal. Is Vandal better than... No, it's... So what we want to do here, though, that's the point. So we want to go Forest. Do we go Sagu? I'm going to go Sagu, right? Get the swamp. You have a map, huh? So I could get aggressive here. I could discard this to thing this. I don't know how good that is, though. That's my... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it would have been worth 2 lands out of our deck out of the 4. Oh, man. So they have Tron. They have Prism. Impulse. Oh, Relic. Okay. So, yeah, this makes the Mass Vandal look bad, right? Because of this. Oh, dear. Is that what I'm doing? Really? Really? I don't like it. I don't like it. Is it a play that I need to make? Probably. I'm thinking that I sacrifice the Tinderwall, discard the Fairy Macabre, and basically play a double Mass Vandal. It's really unfortunate, right? But gotta do what you gotta do. I guess I was technically incorrect as well. I should have Tinderwalled first, and then being able to... I know it's a slight point, right? But I basically get to eat something... Like, oh no, the Exiles, it doesn't matter. Ignore me. God's sake. I did all that, but I just play another one. Where were you last turn? Now you're going to count this as well. Nope. Okay. They don't know about the spy, which is actually an important thing. Right. So we basically go Generous End here. Cerulean Caretaker. Draw some cards. Draw. Let's hope, hopefully, let's hope they tap out, right? Because I can win next turn, right? Do them tapping out. 5. Mnemonic. That is so far from tapping out. That's double Ghostly Flicker. I have 9 cards in hand. Jesus. Breath Weapon. Interesting that they kept Breath Weapon in. Let's start with Generous End here. Cycle. Guess I just play this. Gives me a bunch of mana next turn, I guess. And then I can play Gatecreeper Vine to get the last land out. I mean, I might as well attack. Let them lose 1. And then they get draw 2. Draw 3. And then they hit the Relic, right? So they draw more. Like the Impulse. I don't know about that, right? I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I'd just Ghostly Flicker the Cryogen and the Mnemonic Wall there. Draw 2 cards. Plus get back the thing. Like, you're not looking for something in particular, right? You're just looking to amass cards. That's all you want. Lands and spells that do stuff. Mesfiend is kind of what we want. Right. Mesfiend. It's not Mesfiend. It's actually worse than this land grant. Apparently, I said, do you have any green or black creatures to sacrifice? And they said they have black. Oh, didn't roll over. Okay. Fair. Fair enough, really. What do I want to do here is the awkward thing. Right, I have 6 mana open. I have a bazillion things. Do I just go for it? Probably not. They're halfway through the deck. Do I just wait for a Mesfiend? Like, what am I doing? 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna cast this and then attack them for 2. That's what I'm gonna do. I was kind of hoping to bait them to do stuff because I was sort of semi-tapped out, right? But the Caretaking over going Batman's was not enough. Yeah, so they should go. Surely they should go Prism, Flicker for Prism, Flicker for Prism, Flicker for Relic, and then untap the Prism. They don't need an extra mana, right? They don't need the extra untap on the Prism, so they might as well take the extra card. Okay. I don't understand the logic behind Impulse and over Cryogen personally, but because again, I don't think you want a specific card, right? You're not impulsing for something in particular. You're just drawing raw card advantage. 6, 5 and a black, 5 and a blue and a black. Didn't rover bounce either Generous End or the Overgrown Battlements. Wait, what's the play? Cerulean, sure. And then the Flicker in it. Another land's bad is so bad here. Of course. So they get to go block. I'm gonna swing for 5, hold up the Mesfiend. Can't believe they hit the Cerulean, right? Seemed like an odd pick to hit when I had 2 cards in hand. Like, I guess obviously they're bothered about Mezfiend, Spy, but I just take the 5 as well. No Quirion either to make this Din Rover worse. If I play Mezfiend, they just get to pitch both cards out of my hand. If I play anything, they get to pitch both cards out of my hand. I guess they don't, right? I don't need to get rid of this token as well, so they can't make me actually discard a card in my hand. So let's Mezfiend. And then I'm going to pitch the token. It's really awkward as well. I kind of want to keep this Caretaker in hand, because at least I can, because they can make me discard a Swamp here. So I basically need to keep both of these cards in hand and hope for the best. Yep. The other one. And I'm now at the point now with the Din Rover that I've just got to hope that they can't answer it, even though I know they can. Big guy. That's awkward, right? That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. But yeah, I can't imagine this matchup's very good. But anyways, if you are interested in Flickertron, All Eyes on Me is very good on Twitter, so I highly recommend following them. And I think they have a Patreon as well. So yeah. See you guys for round number 4. Welcome back, guys, to round number 4. Currently 1 and 2. This hand's keepable, but it's pretty awkward. Right, we've got Land Grant for our first goal-getting land, so hopefully this doesn't get spell pierced. Spell pierced is we concede. Pretty awkward. We're just going second, right? Land Grant into an island is not good. But unfortunately, you've just got to play these games, and if they have the spell pierce, they have the spell pierce. We lose. Nope, they did not. So we want to try and maximize getting a 2-drop here. So I guess I'll go Ent. And then I want to go Caretaker, get a red or a black Lorien here. Nope. No Lorien. With debating brainstorming, I think. I'm interested to see what they actually are. Like, obviously, Island means absolutely so many different things right now. This is kind of what I was trying to maximize on getting. So that's a pretty good draw. Can't complain there. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. If the fairies, they can't have spell stutter because they don't have a fairy. So, just counter spell. Nice. Snap, I guess, also does some wonders for them. I don't know what they're on, though, right? That's my biggest problem. I guess I just don't know what they're on. They're on Terra. Okay. So let's Roost Seek here for a Swamp. They might count this. They do not. That's fine by me. Caretaker. That means this taps for 2. Do I still wind them way here? I don't think so, right? With 2 lands in our deck. I think I just lead. But it's very sad if I do get like a Tinderwall here. I do have a spell pierce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They play Island and pass. Double Avenging Hunter. So let's wind them with a start off. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 even. So I'm probably going to go wind them into lead, right? That's probably what I want to do the most. Brainstorm. Sure. They're debating it. Oof. An extra creature. We put a forest in the bin. So let's play a Wall of Roots. This was a good, wasn't the worst lead, right? Because you got Wall of Roots here. We then get to Gate Creeper Vine, which means that this Overgrown Batman's actually taps for quite a significant. Then let's get this mountain. Play said mountain. And that's the last land out of our deck. Because there's the 5th one in the graveyard. Which is good to know, right? Good to note, very much so. That if they do tap out to just play big bombs, we just have a Balustrade Spy in hand. Which they do know about because they're Land Grant, right? So they do have to feed this now from the get-go. So they have to respect this, right? So then what does that leave us, right? This taps for 4. So I could just go like that and play plus a thing off this to add a green. And that's an Avenging Hunter. What else could I do? I could also lead to start with. Like this, I guess. Let's do that. That also seems fine. That's what I mean, though. They've kind of just got to let these random things resolve now, right? Because they have to respect the spy. Yeah, if I tap this for... But then I don't have to represent spy. Maybe should have just tapped this for red to player. So this gets countered, so I'm just going to cast this. We'll lose that mana, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this makes 6 mana. I think that's a lot. 6 mana on its own. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana next turn. 5, 10, 14. So I could literally go Avenging Hunter, or even Avenging Hunter Writhing Crystal's Balustrade Spy next turn. That sounds like a good line of play. But they have to, they're forced to obviously interact with as well. Let's lead with Avenging Hunter. Lead with Avenging Hunter. One of them resolves regardless. And I can still actually Writhing Chrysalis as well. Don't get a land here. 1, 4. Chrysalis. And I tap it like this, right, for the Sagu to block the Delver. If they have an answer for the Writhing Chrysalis. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Delver flips on a deep analysis. Okay. Cryptic Serpent. Sure. So they have deep analysis and 1 unknown. I mean, okay. That's fine. No issues there. Forge onto what? This? This? That makes it a 7/6. Make it a 5/5 flyer. Sure. I'm down. I'm game. Land Grant. Land Grant is literally the worst draw we could possibly have, but oh well. Late. And a Dread Return on the bottom. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Like, I don't need to spy, right? That's the... Like, I just cast this. They have 2 cards in hand and 1's a deep analysis. So if I sack these, what's blocking these? Pay 2. So I guess I tap 1, sack it as well, and then I make them lose 5. Got counter spell. Drop. I could force them to like good stuff, but I feel like we're gonna get them dead anyways. So we have this and this to block this, so then I can attack for 5. I don't need to attack with the 3/4 obviously, but I just attack. I can't imagine us losing this game, but if any deck can get out of it, it's probably Terra. We only have 2 mana available. We have 3 with the spawn, but I want to use the spawn to block. 4 mana for a deep analysis. Yep. 3 cards in hand. All unknowns. Which is fine. 1 mana for a Delver. Demon Fury. Sure. Second from top. I mean, I'll take gain in 3 again. They still can't attack, right? Like this. Surprise reach! Hi! Yeah. Go. I don't think that mattered, right? I just thought the game was over. Yeah, it's just put it back. I debated putting Mezfiends in again. Not Mezfiends in, Oh, why is my brain turned to mush? Fairy Macabres in again. So this is a mulligan, right? No lands. What we bought, man? Avenging Hunter. So we got Forest, Land Grant. So Forest, Caretaker, Land Grant. Wind and wait. Yeah, just Avenging Hunter, right? Unfortunately. See if the spell pace is. It's not the end of the world, right? And this matters to... Yeah. So now I'll play Caretaker. If they spell paced it, I held up end. As you've seen in the previous game, you kind of want to keep up 2 mana for your 2 mana players, like your Wall of Roots or your Overgrown Balance. It's Land Grant again. See what they do. If you want to count this, that's fine. Also, this Land Grant means his General Sense dead. As a land, right? As a land getter. So then let's wind them away. Creature. We did hit the 4. Nice. Obviously can't do anything, but... You know. We've got a good setup now, right? Like this, what we discard? We discard a card. It's probably just Generous End. Because we've got no more forest, right? So this gets the mountain. So this gets a mountain. We can play Wall of Roots. So play Wall of Roots. 1, 2. I don't know what's with the brainstorms in response to my spells, but sure. Go nuts. Like, it doesn't stop anything, right? Because they know we have this other land. I guess it stops playing Overgrown Battlement this turn, I guess. I'm not sure how important that is, but sure. Another interesting point here is we could get the Swamp. But we need all lands out of our deck anyways. You gonna count this? No. Well, thanks for wasting my time. Overgrown Battlement. Do. Tindy Wall. I don't get the land out of my deck yet, but... We're set up quite nicely here. To just double Chrysalis next time. Even if they do count the Sagu. Mental Note to Thought Scour and Island. And a Brainstorm and a Terror. For those parents out there, if they're completely blissfully unaware, I'll be amazed. I'm currently humming the song to some random Baby Shark song. Delverino. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in hand for our opponent. Tinderwall. Tinderwall be free. Tinderwall be free. Rooseek, give me that mountain. So we got the Swamp in our deck left. This taps 4/5, and I get to play you. Gonna counterspell it. Is this what your counterspell is saved up for? Saving your counterspell? Sure. Can't do anything about that one. 2, 3, 4. Hi. I'm going to lead, right? Good shot. I mean, it's gonna die anyways, so I might as well add mana with it. Sure. Seems like an odd play to make, but sure. You got it. 2. Because I've got this to use anyways, so it seems like a really odd play, but whatever. You do you. Bop, 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 bop. They go to the bottom, unfortunately. Never done. Coolio. Coolio. What you gonna do when we come for you? There's a Deem. How they wrote it up. We'll pay 3 mana to Deem my Riven Chrysalis. There's a Cryptic Serpent. And you have a Deem Inferior in hand. Good to know. Good to know. What you demon? Sure. I mean, I'll take that. We take those. We take those. I have red anyways, so I may as well just get Creeper. You're F6'd, so that's fine. Swamp. Play Swamp. Do we start with a lead? Cool. Now you're dead 2 ways to next Sunday, right? Because we know that card in hand's D inferior. We didn't even need that spy there, right? Like, all of this was fine. We can go Avenging Hunter. How much mana? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, 15, 16. So we played this. So with 10 left. Which then actually takes us up 2. Then we play Generous and Avenging Hunter. And Battlements as well, I think. So, like, we're pretty sorted, right? Mana-wise. Like, we just play all of this by the spy, like, minus the spy, like, and it still does not matter. I have a Giant Chrysalis, a Generous End, and an Avenging Hunter. Like, they are not getting through that. So, see you guys for round number 5. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 5. Fairly easy mulligan. We have a land, a Caretaker, and a Tinderwall. What can we do with that, though? So, turn 1 we go Caretaker. Turn 2 we go Tinderwall, nothing. Turn 3 we go 1, 2, 3, 4, Writhing Chrysalis. Like, if Writhing Chrysalis is good in this match, I'm going to keep this on the basis that Writhing Chrysalis is good. And if Writhing Chrysalis is not good, we are screwed. Like, if this is High Tide, or if it's, I don't know, anything else along those lines. Core Gates. Sure. Also, lead isn't the worst. It's a good follow-up after the Writhing Chrysalis, though. Outlaw Medic. Sure. Another land's actually really good here, right? 1, 2. I could 1, 2, 3, 4. I could actually Writhing Chrysalis now. I don't hate that. It makes it problematic for the next Writhing Chrysalis, but because next turn 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I couldn't have doubled unless I drew like something here. Okay, so we drew the mountain. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So do I just cast the next one here? Here's another one. Let these resolve. 2. Lead. See what they do. They do nothing. Good job we're in a matchup where Writhing Crystal is good, because here's 3 of them. See how I did that? Strands. Music, because it's colours. Ah! We got him! Nice card. Yes, you can make a treasure. What an odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. And an overbalance. Journey. I mean, I can't do anything about that one. Journey, the big one? Sure. So they do have counterspell open. They know that one's coming as well. So we're going to go green, tap, red. Okay. And then we sack this. This yield all button's really useful. Just to make everyone aware. Oh, no! Oh, it worked. I was panicking there that I'd clicked through my attack. We're all good. Yes. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. And a Basilisk Gate. You got it. We have 1 land in our hand. 1 land in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's swing. This is fine, right? It's kind of what I want. Are you trying to activate Basilisk Gate in response? Oh, the Raven Charm deals double, right? So if I sack this, it trades. The things you do to kill the thing. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a land. So I think I just play this. and then pass. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could have played Avenging Hunter there, actually. That was a mistake on my part. Having a 7-8 and a 5-4 trample sounds good. Okay. But here, let's attack. Wall of Root. Avenging Hunter. Play land. Do I even commit this spy? Probably not, right? Commit treasure? Sure. Another 2 cards in hand. I just kind of need them to be low on cards or tap out. Either or is fine. Brainstorm is pretty good, though. Lauren reveal for an island. Journey the 7-8. Sure. No attack for 5. Got 1 card in hand. Forge. Lead, huh? Let's start with a lead. All of this seems pretty good. Not going to lie. Caretaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Avenging Hunter. Whee! I'm just casting stuff at this point for no actual reason other than, well, why not? Why can't I cast stuff? Can I just attack you now and sort of look at killing you? Is that like a play I can make? Whee! 7. I can't go for combo as well because of strands, right? That's the problem. They've answered the colourless guys, so now I have to prevent not green. Okay. And they ripped a Squadron Hawk. Okay. Did they know that was there? They didn't, right? They shuffled, they just drilled. Pretty good card to draw, right? Gives them 3 1-1s. Well, 4 1-1s. So Bastards get this to 5, sure. Bastards get to a bazillion. Sure. All 3 goes away. Archive, draw a card. Sure. Wall of Root. Wall of Root seems like a good place to start. I probably should have just tapped that, right? Would have left 1 mana. Generous End, Sagu. All seem. 3, 4, 5. I feel like I might as well just pay 6 for this. Whee! They have 3 cards in hand, they're all Squadron Hawks. Let's swing for a lot, see if the strands. Cast a Sagu. You may do your thing. Journey? Sure. Yep. I have no Mass Vandals in the main, right? So it just makes it a little bit awkward here. Sure. So here they're tapped out, so it's literally just strands. 9. I guess I block with... I'm going to do this. And the reason I'm doing this is... so I can eventually get to a point where... it probably doesn't matter. It might not matter, but who knows. All of this stuff plus... so I just get Avenging Hunter here. Avenging Hunter takes the initiative, puts it on a basic land search, which is fine because we don't have any. Draw. Tap this for 5. This for 6. I'm basically trying to get to the point where this dies on blocks so it doesn't gain them life. 7, but I don't think it's going to matter, right? Because I attack for lethal here. 7, 10, 13, 15, 20. So they have to use it. And then I just spy them. Yeah. GG. Dread Return. Lawless. This. And... whee! Goodbye. What do we want? Mass Vandals? Scattershot Archers? All seem fine. Meds Fiends, potentially. Fairy Macabres. For strands. Meds Fiends for counter spells. And Graveyard hit. There's definitely a multitude of directions we could take this. So what do we want to play around? So I'm not bringing all these in. I might hedge and bring quite a few random bits in, but ultimately I'm not going to bring them all in. Is this a Writhing Crisis matchup, first of all, is the main thing we need to ask ourselves, and I think it is, right? Is this an Avenging Hunter matchup, however? Maybe not, but also with strands it might make us win the game. So I could definitely see Shaven. So far I'm on Shave Avenging Hunter. I could see cutting a Gate Creeper Vine. I could see cutting a couple of Tinder Walls. Maybe just cut them all. That's 5. And I think realistically, I'm not too fussed about all of the Mez Fiends. Scattershot's interesting, but I'm ultimately not convinced. Fairy Macabre I think is a necessity. Masked Vandal is a pseudo necessity, so maybe we go 3 Mez Fiends. Do I trim 1-on-1? Could be awkward with Thrabe and Charm. Let's try something like this. I've done a lot of hedging there, so I'm not convinced that the mapping's right, but we can see. We can try it. See how we get on. I think this is fine, right? He doesn't really achieve anything right now, but I think it's fine. It's fine. Caw. Land grant, huh? I'm just going to Sagu here for the mountain. To modern age. Well, that's not awful either. So we'll Wall of Roots. Gets us Caretaker. Okay. Draw discard. So we just need to sort of squeeze in our card advantage, and hopefully that can take us above and beyond where they are, right? Or what they can answer. Discard an Outlaw Medic. Squadron Hawk. Do they not have a third land here? They get what, 2 Hawks? They get 3. Oh, they do have a land. Okay. So let's start with a lead, right? Whee! 9 cards in hand. 9 cards. Then let's Overgrown Battlements. Down to 8. We'll just get rid of this land grant, right? We don't need that. We don't need that shit no more. We have a Gatecreeper Vine here, which gets us our final Forret. But they do have to be aware, right? We have the Spy in hand. We have a Riven Chrysalis in hand. Like, these things are things that they have to be cautious of. They currently don't have mana to counterspell. Now they're looking like they're getting it. Get Island, sure. But they are not casting it. They're tapping this for white. To play a Journey on the Overgrown Battlement. Well, that's annoying. Is it annoying? Do they have Fairy Macabre? I don't think so, right? Let's check the goat that is Masiox list. So looking at Masiox list that top 8 of the weekend, there's no Fairy Macabre. So we can win here, right? Like, we just go 1, 2. Gatecreeper Vine get Forest. Gatecreeper Vine get Forest. Land. Yeah. Unsure on our opponent's play there. I don't know. I don't know how I feel there. I feel like the writing was on the wall for them, right? Like, the only thing I'm missing is there's 2 lands missing, I guess. They don't know about the swamp, but like, if I'm discarding land grant there, surely I must have enough lands, I guess, is the probably way I'd look at it. Or have another land grant, which then is another free way of getting a land. I don't know. I find that whole situation quite odd. But I did like this list. I think it has some inherent faults, but I think you can also get away with more draw. It's a strange one, right? Because your 2 mana guy, your Overgrown Battlement, and your Wall of Roots is almost always surviving, right? So if it's always surviving, you're always getting mana ramp. You are always gonna be able to draw cards. So it's like, maybe you just feel like you need more draw. I never once missed the Mass Vandals at the main either. I definitely really enjoyed the fact that I had 4 Riven Chrysalis, 4 Avenging Hunters. That felt good. It's, however, making me consider putting Riven Chrysalis in Spy Elves, if I'm honest. I think the card's pretty cracked and it's just glue to hold stuff together. But pretty interesting. I really did enjoy this list. I didn't really like the sideboard though. The sideboard probably needs work. But yeah, other than that, list was pretty solid. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Peace!